Look good to me, I think. You're so beautiful. Give the world a show. Go up, down, up, down, up, down. Go up, down, up, down, up, down.
Hi you guys, it's your girl Teshiamonique here, and I am coming to you today just to share with you a quick tip on how you can get new MAC products for free by holding on to your empty containers of MAC products when you run out of them. In one of my previous videos, I was sharing with you guys the fact that when you finish using up your MAC products, don't just toss those. You actually hold on to those and you can turn those back into MAC, believe it or not, to get free MAC products. And I know some of you guys may be saying, duh, who doesn't know that? A lot of people don't. A lot of people are just starting to get into makeup or maybe just starting to use MAC, and it's not something that you would even expect a company to do, but it's actually a really good thing that MAC does, and it's called their Back to MAC program. And what this is it's a program where when you have used up your empty products from MAC, if you bring those back to your MAC store, you can turn those in to receive free product, believe it or not. So if you are interested in finding out what items you can turn back in, what the condition of those items must be, the quantities, and what items you can turn into new products, then just stay tuned. Okay, the way the program works is simply this. I'm just going to break it down. So when you turn in 6 empty products back to MAC, hence the name of the program, you are able to redeem those 6 empty products to get 1 new free item. And the free items that are offered are a lipstick, a lip glass, or an eyeshadow. You can utilize the Back to MAC program at any MAC location. However, the items that you're able to exchange out or to redeem for the 6 empties varies based on the location. So for example, if you go to a freestanding MAC store, then you are able to receive any of the 3 items when you turn in the 6 products. So you can get the lipstick, you can get a lip glass, or you can get an eyeshadow. However, if you redeem your 6 empties at a MAC store that's located inside of a department store, say your MAC that's inside of your Macy's or your MAC that is inside of your Dillard's, then you are only able to get a lipstick only. They're not going to redeem it for a lip glass or for an eyeshadow. Those are the differences in terms of where you choose to utilize the Back to MAC program. I've also heard that you're able to redeem it online. They have a system set up where you mail them the products, select the items that you would like, then they mail it to you. But to me, that seems a little tedious. Unless you don't have a MAC store in your area and you have to do it that way, then that's understandable. I've never done it that way, so I'm not very familiar with which items apply. I have heard that it's limited in terms of what you can select from, so I'm not sure, but you guys can check into that further. If you are not allowed in any locations or anywhere to select a Viva Glam lipstick as your Back to MAC redeem item, because those of course are 100% benefiting charity, the HIV/AIDS cause that MAC supports. I wanted to show you guys, for example, using my lipstick that I just picked up from MAC, and you open this up, you will see that on the inside label it says Back to MAC. This item is okay to redeem or to turn back in when I'm finished with the tube for a Back to MAC program. So that's just another indicator, and you'll see that on all of the boxing that you get from MAC. My Studio Tech box that I just picked up, here it is, and it says Back to MAC. So yeah, that means that it's eligible for the program as well. Now, you don't have to check all of your boxes, or if you don't have your box, don't worry. You do not need your boxes to participate in the MAC program. All you need essentially is just the empty product containers when you use them up. But the key is that you have to have the total package itself. Like, you cannot be like, oops, I still have my tube, it's empty, I used up the lipstick, but I don't have the cap. Then sorry, no, they're not going to take your lipstick back. It needs to be the complete container. as is. And that is important to know because I have had products in the past, for example, like this Select cover-up tube. I've tried to turn this in before where I did not have this top, and it was just like this, and they said, no boo-boo, you cannot turn it in unless you have the little black cap. So I think it actually here in my little Empties bag, and I have this little Empties bag that I've been keeping. I just keep it in my bathroom, and I just fill it up with all of my Empties products. And I know this is like, damn girl, you use a lot of makeup, but no, I have been collecting these containers, empty containers, probably for over a year now, because I used to just hurry up, okay, I got 6, let me go and pick out a lipstick, or let me grab a lip gloss or whatever. But what I've just been doing the last couple of times is that I've been just letting them build up, and then that way when I get a few, you know, I can kind of just go in and maybe pick up like 5 lipsticks or lip gloss or eyeshadow or whatever, a little bit more. So it just makes it a little more fun. I mean, that's just my preference, but that's what I've been doing. So that explains why I have so many tubes. But it seems like so many, but in essence, it's 6 to get 1 item. I have 4 boxes. 19 empty product. Really, that's just 3 items. So I mean, just some examples of things that you can turn in. I have an Empty Studio Tech package here. No, you don't need, like, you know, the sponge or anything that came with this, because I think the Studio Techs have where there's usually a sponge in here, but no, they don't want the sponge back. They just want the containers themselves. So that's good to know. Of course, I have the Empty Studio Fix fluid bottles. I think I have maybe like 5 of these. This is my holy grail, so you already know. Then I have an Empty Pro Longwear foundation bottle that I had tried. Wasn't in love with this, but yeah, I've got the spray pump and everything on there. Full Studio Tech, not a couple, but 3, 4. So I have my Empty Skin Finish Natural here. And yeah, another thing to know is that with these, a lot of times this little glass here can kind of pop out if you're not careful, and usually mine is out. So anyways, you want to make sure that you have that included too. With eyeshadows that dried the heck out on me, so it's still some product in there, but I don't know if I'll be repurchasing these because they both dried out, and that's a lot of product in there, as you can see, but it's just like a sponge. It's dry. I do have one of these that I mentioned, and this is a concealer, and it does not have the cap on it, so I've just put this in here to think maybe I can kind of get away with it, or just to see what they'll say. But like I said before, I have tried to turn one of these in without that little small black cap on it, and they didn't accept it. This may be the one that they didn't accept, the reason it's still floating around in my Empties bag, but we'll see. I've still got it in here just in case. Lipstick as well, and this was High Tea. I think I'm gonna let it build up a little bit more, but I just wanted to let you guys know how the Back to MAC program works, so that you girls can be sure to save up those MAC products. Turn them in, get you a new lipstick, lip gloss, which is the lip glass, or an eyeshadow. You can get a free makeup from at any time. I mean, that's always a great thing to do. So just get you a little bag, set it up, toss in your empties here so that you can remember not to throw them away, and get to redeeming your freebies, girls. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for you guys, just to kind of get a feel for what the program is, what the details are, the rules, the requirements on how to redeem your new goodies. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Let me know your experiences with the Back to MAC program. And yeah, I guess that is it. I will see you guys next time.